Today I'm going to be going over a YesWelder welding helmet comparison between these two helmets that were sent to me by YesWelder. So thank you to YesWelder for sending the helmets. This isn't necessarily going to be a review per se, but more of just a comparison of the two types of helmets. Now both these helmets have custom graphics by Atomic Dice. The helmets are also sold in just a plain black style helmet if that's what appeals to you. This helmet here on your right, this is actually the same as the helmet I purchased approximately 9 months ago. So I've got quite a bit of time using this helmet and I actually really liked it. This helmet is new to me and I've never used a helmet quite like this one before. I want to give you guys the features, what it comes with, some of the specifications of the helmets, and then we'll just talk about the differences and go from there. The feature that I like the best, which is the true color view with a 111/2 optical clarity. Both models have the same style headgear and they also have the same feature set. The darkness is adjustable in the cut mode from 5 to 9 and in the weld mode from 9 to 13. They both have delay and sensitivity adjustments and a single replaceable battery. A low voltage indicator inside as well as an auto darkening function test button. Both of the helmets come with a user's manual, 2 replacement outside lenses, 1 replacement inside lens, 1 replacement battery, and a storage bag. Okay, first off, a couple of differences in the helmets, as you can tell by looking at them. This helmet here has just a screen on the front, just kind of like your standard front screen helmet, but it also has the larger screen. This helmet main screen is the only screen that darkens on the helmet. It has 2 side screens which are tinted, but they don't auto dark. Both helmets have 4 arc sensors on the front, and this screen is about 3/4 of an inch shorter than the height on the screen on this helmet. I haven't really noticed much difference in that because I use the cheater lenses. Both helmets are equipped with the little clips inside there so you can install a cheater lens. Both have the solar panels which help to charge the battery, and they also help to darken the helmet on the initial start of the arc. Both have the same feature set. This particular helmet has all of the controls on the outside of the helmet. This particular helmet, the only knob on the outside is the main darkening control knob. The other knobs are located inside the helmet on the auto darkening screen. So that's one of the major differences. And as you can see, you've got that panoramic view with those extra windows on the sides of this particular helmet. That's supposed to help you with tight positions or tight areas where you have a lot of obstacles around you and give you a better sense of situational awareness, what's around you. I have used the helmet a little bit, and so far I really like it. They both have that true color screen, so the view on the screen is the same as far as the coloring of the weld pool and the arc and all that. And you can see out of both these helmets really well when it's in the lightened stage. So you can get yourself positioned on whatever it is your welding project is, and then strike the arc before it goes dark. This helmet has the same screen in it that the helmet that I purchased almost a year ago has in it. And I don't think that the sensitivity adjustment on this particular screen is as sensitive as the sensitivity adjustment on this particular screen. This is a different screen module in there. This one is the LY800H. This one is the LY800D. So there's a little bit of difference in that screen and how that sensitivity reacts. The delay seems to be the same. The darkness settings and all that is pretty much identical. Both helmets are comfortable. This one is quite a bit skinnier helmet, even though it is somewhat flexible. This helmet is kind of a wider helmet, and it still has some flex to it, but I find them to both be fairly comfortable. The headset is the same, so the comfort really is pretty close to identical. They both have the adjustment for the hood, how far it comes down. You can adjust that, and you can adjust straps on the top, and then you got the tightening strap in the back. And what I found with the experience with my other helmet was I just set that strap to where it fits on my head well, and then I try not to touch it, and I just slip the helmet on and off. And that's actually worked out pretty well for me as far as that strap and that adjuster. Now, something that I've noticed on the new helmets, both of the new helmets that I've received, like the one here on the left, they have a different, looks like upgraded buckle, the adjustment buckle and the size of the pad in the back. And I did notice that this helmet seems to be more comfortable and has a more secure fit than the old buckle. This is my older helmet that I purchased 9 months ago or so, and you can see the difference in the buckle. Now, I don't know if the internal workings are the same or if they've changed anything inside it, but they have upgraded the buckle, and both of these newer helmets have this same bigger, more comfortable buckle on them. So it looks like YesWelder is stepping up their game a little bit on the headgear in their YesWelder Welding helmets. As I normally do, I'll put links for both of these helmets in the YesWelder website in the description. For those of you who might be interested in getting more information or looking in more detail at one of these helmets, I'll also list the DIYHP, the number 10 and the %sign, my promo code for these helmets. And that way you can get 10% off of everything that you purchase from the YesWelder website. All that'll be listed in the description. I want to go to a kind of a quick clip here and just show you. I recorded this earlier on a review I did on my previous helmet, and show you the difference between my cheap Harbor Freight helmet with that green, that kind of old school green screen, versus the True Color, if you've never seen the True Color screens, and show you the difference and how that looks when you're looking through the hood. I can see the weld pool and the details in the weld pool and where I'm welding much clearer with the True Color, and that's one of my favorite features of these YesWelder helmets. So let's go to that clip and we'll check that out. And if you look around the sides or around the arc, it's not nearly as illuminated as you'll notice when we use the YesWelder helmet. And just notice how much brighter it is. But it does illuminate the area a little bit better, and it gives you more situational awareness. You can see where you're welding, where you've been, and where you're headed. And I really like that about the helmet. There's a look, guys, at the two YesWelder helmets with the custom graphics. I'll let you guys know as I put more time on this particular helmet what I think about it. I actually so far really like it. I do like the screen and the sensitivity adjustment better than I do on the previous helmet, which is identical to this one. However, this one has been fine. I like it as well. If you got any useful information or you like the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, if you like this type of thing. And we'll see you guys on the next video.